I've been thinking about seeing. There are lots of things to see, unwrapped gifts and free surprises. The world is fairly studded and strewn with pennies cast broadside from a generous hand. But, and this is the point, who gets excited by a mere penny? If you follow one arrow, if you crouch motionless on a bank to watch a tremulous ripple thrill on the water and are rewarded by the sight of a muskrat kit paddling from its den, will you count that sight a chip of copper only and go your roof away? It is dire poverty indeed when a man is so malnourished and fatigued that he won't stoop to pick up a penny. But if you cultivate a healthy poverty and simplicity, so that finding a penny will literally make your day, then, since the world is in fact planted in pennies, you have with your poverty bought a lifetime of days. It is that simple. What you see is what you get. Unfortunately, nature is very much a now you see it, now you don't affair. A fish flashes, then dissolves in the water before my eyes like so much salt. Deer apparently ascend bodily into heaven. The brightest oriole fades into leaves. These disappearances stun me into stillness and concentration. They say of nature that it conceals with a grand nonchalance, and they say of vision that it is a deliberate gift. Catch it if you can. The present is an invisible electron. Its lightning path traced faintly on a blackened screen is fleet, and fleeing and gone. That I ended this experience prematurely for myself, that I drew scales over my eyes between me and the mountain, and gloved my hand between me and the puppy, is not the only point. After all, it would have ended anyways. I've never seen a sunset or felt a wind that didn't. The levitating saints came down at last, and their 2 feet bore real weight. No, the point is that not only does this time fly and do we die, but that in these reckless conditions we live at all, and are vouchsafed for the duration of certain inexplicable moments to know it. I live in tranquility and trembling. Sometimes I dream. I am interested in Alice, mainly when she eats the cookie that makes her smaller. I would pair myself or be paired that I too might pass through the merest crack, a gap I know is there in the sky. I am looking just now for the cookie. Sometimes I open, pride like a fruit, or I am porous as old bone, or translucent, a tinted condensation of air like a watercolor wash, and I gaze around me in bewilderment, fancying I cast no shadow. Sometimes I ride a bucking faith while one hand grips and the other fails the air, and like any daredevil I gouge with my heels for blood, for a wilder ride, for more. Ezekiel excoriates false prophets as those who have not gone up into the gaps. The gaps are the thing. The gaps are the Spirit's one home, the altitudes and latitudes so dazingly spare and clean that the Spirit can discover itself for the first time like a once blind man unbound. The gaps are the cliffs in the rock where you cower to see the back parts of God. They are the fissures between mountains and cells the winds lace through, the icy narrowing fjords splitting the cliffs of mystery. Go up into the gaps. If you can find them, they shift and vanish too. Stalk the gaps, squeak into a gap in the soil, turn and unlock more than a maple, a universe. This is how you spend the afternoon, and tomorrow morning and tomorrow afternoon. Spend the afternoon. You can't take it with you.